It's a survival crafting game. It's a building game. It's a colony management game. And it's got the plague. Do you want to try it, or should you not touch it with a 10-foot pole? Watch on and find out. My name is Thoraxe, and this is Strategy for Busy People. If you've got a few minutes, I'll tell you what to play. Note, I take journalistic integrity seriously. The developer's marketing agency asked me to take a look at this game, but I don't let that color my review. We are back to survival crafting here on Strategy for Busy People, and this week it's Nested Lands by 1 Million Bits Horde? I put just under 3 hours into this early playtest build. Now, recently, I've tried to avoid playing early access games in favor of focusing reviews on finished titles, but that being said, I'm certainly willing to provide a lot of feedback to eager developers when things are still malleable. In the case of Nested Lands, it's just about to go into early access, so the playtest/demo build was somewhat limited in what could be accomplished. As I'm sure you know, with games like these, you start out with nothing. With barely just the clothes on your back, or sometimes with no clothes at all, you're thrust into the harsh realities of the game world. Here, it's a plague-infested island where you grew up, and you are hoping to re-establish civilized living here. If you can deal with all the bandits and the plague. Yeah. If you saw my review of Medieval Dynasty, many of the mechanics in Nested Lands will feel familiar to you. Since this is a colony management game, you need to provide housing for your colonists and then give them jobs to do. Initially, you just build yourself a temporary shelter out of a tent. Then you build your first villager house, and you're off to find a villager to move in. While Medieval Dynasty has plenty of existing villagers on the map and existing settlements that you can try to recruit, the plague-infested horror show that is the island of Nested Lands makes things not that trivial. You have to wander around in the hopes of encountering a struggling survivor to come join your nascent village. And based on the way the game seems to speak of it, there might be some people you encounter who aren't outright hostile, but who you might not want to let move in next door. Anyway, outside of scavenging for food as well as people, most of the mechanics in this game are pretty typical for the genre. You can grow food in gardens, you can cook food at campfires, your various construction buildings unlock bigger and better goods to be constructed, and you have seen all this before. Somewhat annoyingly, you have to go traipsing around to find a particular handsaw as part of a quest, so that you can build the carpenter's hut or whatever. That wouldn't be so bad in and of itself, except that the island is littered with both plague areas as well as bandits, and at this early phase, your equipment isn't so hot, so combat is not exactly a sure thing, and the map doesn't make it all that easy to find what you're looking for. It seems like the main crux of the game is going to be to clear the island of all its plague infestations while building up your village and then likely having to protect it from an ever-escalating cadre of bandits who want your stuff. Why can't we have nice things? Hey, before I give my final verdict, if this is your first episode, this one's free. But if you've watched me before, we're going to make an agreement. You help me level up by clicking subscribe, and I'll keep making these videos. I'll spend the time playing the games and making content that I hope you'll like, and you'll return the favor, okay? Leave comments, tell me what you think. It's all good. You just agree to engage. That's all I ask. The final verdict. Nested Lands looks like it wants to have a relatively grand scale, but for a game with those ambitions, it's still quite early. There are an awful lot of quality of life improvements that would make the game so much more enjoyable. For one, there's no way to pin a quote recipe for constructing a building, so you have to constantly check both your inventory as well as the goals, but bringing up the specific building you want to build may involve opening the build menu and then navigating back to the specific building. Many other games in the genre feature pinning almost to the point where it's become an expected feature. It doesn't have to be specifically implemented that way, but this is just one such example of a quality of life feature that is sorely missing. On my trademarked 3-point score scale of avoid, meh, and I forgot to eat, I ate a lot of roasted carrots and chicken legs, but without seasonings, they were just meh. And this game, at least right now, is kind of ho-hum too. With some serious attention to quality of life, some graphical enhancement, and more content, it could definitely be a contender. I'll have to check it out again later. For now, though, I grabbed my trusty shield and spear and marched. Because rucking is apparently a way to stay fit, and a shield and a spear are kind of heavy. If I ever get there, I hope the food is good.